Hey everybody, Eternal Mark. I hope everybody has a safe July 4th. I'm going to talk to you about the Harley Owners Group, HOG membership, and the new Harley Davidson uh, membership passes that they just came out with on June 13th. So, if you own a Harley, or if you bought a brand new Harley, you already have a HOG membership. Your dealership should have put you in for a brand new membership if you didn't already have one, and then it's a year is what they should have gave you. If you already had one, they extended it for another year. So if you're new to Harley and you have not looked throughout your HOG membership, I really encourage you to do that. But I'm going to cover some things, so hopefully I can help somebody out. And if you already have a Harley membership, maybe I'll talk about maybe some things you didn't know that you could do. Of course, being a HOG member, you automatically get the Owners Group magazine, which they send to you, or you could also get it digitally. You can look it up online and things like that. You also get into the museum for free if you go up to see Harley Davidson. You get some roadside assistance, and there's a program out there called Ride 365. The one I'm really going to focus on right now, as I want to talk to you about, is the Ride 365. I've been doing that this year. I've talked to a couple people in general about it, and even though they were HOG members, they really didn't understand, or they didn't do it, or they've seen it, but they were like, "Oh, I don't want to do that stuff," until I kind of mentioned some of the things that you can get out of it for doing the Ride 365. The first thing is with the Ride 365 is the mileage. And I'm quite sure that you have probably seen the patches that says the Harley Owners Group, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and then it goes in increments up there. And the way you get the credit for that is you ride to a dealership, go to the service department pretty much. Those are the guys who usually do it. And you just tell them you need to do a mileage check-in. They'll check your mileage, submit your mileage up to the HOG membership, and then those mileage will be added. All right. So now you can have multiple bikes on yours, and let's say you have a bike and you trade it in. I would suggest not removing it right away to make sure that your mileage is adding up correctly. Of course, now if you trade your bike in and somebody else buys it, and once they register that VIN, I believe it's going to get pulled off. But I just kept mine on there for a little bit so I can make sure that, hey, I got all these mileage from my old bike, and I want those mileage to be in there so I could get closer to my goals. And the reason why I say the mileage is because for this year, I've rode almost 2,500 miles just in conjunction with my new bike and my old bike. Actually, I'm probably almost up to 5. But the thing is with the Ride 365, once you hit 2,500 miles for the year, you can get a $50 gift card to use at Harley Davidson. So, yeah, those miles are important for me. Most people, like I said, $50 at a Harley, maybe a T-shirt if you're lucky. But anytime that you can get something free from Harley, take it. So, and then if you do like 10,000 miles within a year, you get a $100 gift card. There's nothing over that, so if you ride 20,000 miles a year, you're not going to get $200 gift cards, as far as I know. I could be incorrect. So, the other thing with the Ride 365 is they've laid out some rides for you to do, and they usually do, like this year it's called 10 rides for 2023. Every year they do 10 different rides. Then they have 50 rides, one nation, and there's no time limit or on that. In other words, they don't expect you to go to every state in a year's time. So you can do that in multiple years. So the first one I'm talking about is 10 rides for 2023 because I've already done one. I'm making plans to do another one. So you get your home. You should have got your book in your membership, and in there it talks about the rides and things like that. So the first ride I did was I went here in Missouri because it was close. Went up to the Freedom Silo, and what you do is you go up there, you take the book, put it on the bike, take a picture of the bike in the book and the silo in this case, and you submit it to them online. Now, to participate in this, you have to kind of register online. It don't cost anything. It's just say, hey, I'm going to participate in this program. So the thing that I liked about it was when you get down there and when you submit your picture online and they say, yeah, it's a good picture and everything like that, they send you a poker chip. All right. Now, I like poker chips. Whenever I go to a dealership, I usually buy a poker chip from the dealership. And then this year they got the 120th anniversary one, so I've been trying to collect some of those. What I did not know was they send you this nice metal coin. All right. It is, I liked it. It's really heavy. It's got the HOG on the back. And so after I seen that, I was like, oh, those are kind of nice. So I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to do another one. The one I was looking at, and it's because it's the intersection of H.O.G. So that's going to be the poker chip right there, and should be the metal coin also. So I was like, yeah, I want to try to get that one. So I've made plans to do that one, and we'll see how that ride goes. And maybe if I get my camera in time, I will take a little bit of videos and things like that and show you the ride up there on the road glide. The other one, the One Nation, or the 50 rides for One Nation, you go to certain areas in your state or in different states, take a picture. Now for this one, you don't have to include your bike. So it's just the picture of the magazine and yourself in front of wherever it is. For me, it was Bagnell Dam up in Ozark. That was one of the closer ones. And I just took a picture of holding the book. I couldn't really get the bike because there's a parking lot, a lot of cars around. So, and even if you get online and you check other submitted photos, you'll see people just standing there in front of it, whatever it is, and submitting their things. Now there's no poker chip that you get from this one, but you do get a metal coin. Now this one was really sharp. It's got the color, it's got the American flag in it, which I kind of like, and yeah, so it is really sharp. I am looking at other places to go and hit these up. So these are nice little collectibles, and you're out there, you're riding anyhow, whether you're going to rallies or you're just out in a weekend ride. These are kind of things that you can kind of like make a plan, go on a ride, take a picture, either, if you're riding with somebody, with your friends, whatever, and submit this stuff, and you get like a little something to remember it by, other than the pictures. It's like, hey, these are really nice. So if you are not participating in the Ride 365, I highly encourage you to do that. It is a good program, and like I said, I like it. And you get their mileage and everything like that. And I actually just received my 10-year HOG membership patch. I know it looks like I've been riding for a long time, but I haven't always had a Harley. So when I was younger, I was on a crotch rocket, but that was still riding. I'm not saying that was bad. It's just I don't accumulate miles for Harley if I'm not riding Harley. So that was my younger days. So, but anyhow, now I'll move over to the membership pass, which is brand new. And what they did with that was they threw out these tiers, and I think that's why they raised the cost of the Harley membership, the HOG membership. I think it was like 45 last year. It might even been 35. I can't remember. But now it's $59 a year. $650 you want to be a lifetime member. Um, Benefit for the lifetime member is one, you don't have to worry about renewing, and if the cost goes up. So anybody who like a couple years ago became a lifetime member, you know, they're already locked in, they're good to go. They don't see the price increase. But I believe like if you're a lifetime member, every year they reimburse you, I think, your membership if you buy a bike. I'm not sure on that one. That was something like I guess I should probably look that one up. But then you have a rider's pass, which is like $49 a year, and then they have an access pass, which is $29 a year. So if you are interested in that, you can go to the Harley website, talk about the Harley membership passes, and it lays out, you know, that compares at what you can get and things of that nature. Um, one of the Some of the things that are good is you get expedient free shipping on HarleyDavidson.com. So anything over $50, you get an expedient shipping. So if you're trying to get a part and you need a part fairly quick and you can't get it at the dealership, and you order it off of Harley, hopefully you'll get it a little quicker. One of the things that they're doing is the loyalty stuff. They have a reward program now. If some Harley Davidsons had rewards where they had points and everything, if you bought stuff at the dealership, they did points. Well, now Harley has incorporated, I guess, every dealership to this program. And if you're a HOG member, for every dollar you spend, you get 4 points. For every miles you ride, you get points. So, for like example, I bought a $5 bolt because I messed up one of the bolts. I got 20 points. So, with that having been said, the thing is that's so good about that is, so if you're at a dealership and let's say you have a whole bunch of points racked up and maybe you need a new tire or you need some type of service done, you can use that points at wherever it at. It doesn't have to be your local Harley, so it can be used throughout, which is a good thing. Now, one of the things I did not know until after the fact, because I already said about like the poker chips, I bought a little frame to hold my poker chips, and of course it says Harley Davidson on it, but it is not a Harley Davidson product, so I didn't get no points for that. The t-shirts, they have to be Harley Davidson t-shirts. So like for example, this one here, I got this here, went down a Pig Trail. When I went down there to Pig Trail, it says Pig Trail on the back, but I don't get no points for it because it's not a Harley Davidson t-shirt. It has to be a Harley Davidson product. So just keep that in mind if you see points. Hey, I spent $200, but I only got 150 points or whatever. You know that you probably bought something that wasn't Harley based product. Even though it said Harley on it, it wasn't coming from Harley Davidson. It could have been from the local store or whatever. So just keep that in mind. You can also, something that's coming up next year for the Harley membership is they are going to do, and I don't know extent of this, a multi-point service inspection for HD bikes. Now, I don't know if you have to schedule that. I don't know if there's anything, if it's free. It just has that as a benefit. So I guess we'll see in 2024, see what they decide to add. So, but there you go. That's my thoughts on the Harley membership plan, the HOG membership. If you liked the video, please subscribe. I was told by my video editor that you need to have people subscribe. That's the way YouTube works. So if you like it, hit subscribe, hit the little helmet in the corner. If you're watching the videos, I appreciate it. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate it. I've added like 15 people in the last month or something. So I do appreciate everybody who's watching. I've had a couple comments from some people, which is great. I try to respond to everybody that I can. Not much of a typer. I'd rather just talk to people in person. But if you ask me something, If I don't know, I'll try to find out. Again, I've had a couple people so far ask about the bike, which is great. But if you're out there, you're riding a Road Glide 3 or any type of trike or any bike, um, let me know what you're adding. It's like I mean, I plan on adding another windshield, and I just added a seat, and I'm going to talk about my seat. Hopefully, I do a little video. I'm waiting for another part, uh, but I want to talk about the seat I added and everything like that, and the way it looks on the bike, and that nature. But again, the HOG membership, spend the money. I think it's a good program, and that's just me, one guy with one opinion. But again, participate in the Ride 365. Get out there, put some mileage on your bike, ride to these destinations because they're really nice to see too, and get a little reap the benefits of it. So again, thanks for watching. Eternal Mark 69. Y'all have a good day.